Hey everyone, this is Rachel and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. If you hang out until after the video is through, there are always detailed shots of my current layout. Let's get going! Hey everyone, I am here today with another layout for a scrapbook process video. Today I am working with a small kit I kind of put together based on just Dear Lizzy and then coordinating colors for it. Just very super simple. And I'm going to be scrapbooking these two photos, a 4x6 and a 3x4 dog layout today. I've been doing quite a few animal layouts lately. Just, sometimes you do certain things. So right now it's a bunch of animal layouts. All right, folks, I am going to go ahead, get you put on fast forward and get started with this layout. So let's get going. Okay, so I had grabbed myself a cup of coffee. I want you to know, I've noticed often while I'm scrapbooking away from home that you see my coffee or my tea, and I don't never know which one it is when I'm scrapbooking. I almost actually always have coffee or tea or water. You just don't normally see it because I have it off camera. I don't want you to think like all of a sudden, why is she all of a sudden drinking all this coffee or tea? I actually don't remember what it is, but you know. It struck me and I thought I'd mention it. Okay, so I have these two photos, and as I mentioned in my introduction, I am going to be working with my bunch of Dear Lizzy stuff. So I decide I'm going to map my photo and use the ATG quite badly on this piece of floral stencil looking paper. And I want to say this is from Lovely Day. Lovely Day or Saturdays. I do not remember which. But that is what I'm going to map my photo with at first, and I'm going to use this multicolor polka dotted paper. I like it in the way it mimics the polka dots in the structure in the photo. If anyone is wondering what that is, it actually is a toddler ball pit I bought on Amazon when before our ferrets passed away. One of them was injured and had to stay kept like in a place, so I found that on Amazon for like $12, and it kept him, kind of immobilized in one little area. So that's random and nothing to do with the layout, but just wanted to let you know why we had this weird thing. So while my nephew was puppy sitting this summer, we used it for the puppy because they also could not get out of the playpen. There, that was the whole completion of the story. Yay! All right, I then did another mat using those gray typewriter paper, that gray typewriter paper. That comes from Documentary, that comes from a paper pad, and I like it because you really can't tell it is a typewriter. Now I'm having a dilemma here. I like the navy blue polka dots, and I also like the navy blue wonky grid, but I don't want to do navy blue on top of navy blue. So I'm debating what to do. So I go ahead and trim the top off of that. And that's when I realized the backside of that navy blue polka dot is this multicolored triangle. And I'm like, oh, I like that paper even better. Yay, problem solved. I'm then going to take the top portion of that paper pad, the little branding strip there, trim it in half and use that behind my photo as well. And then I also grabbed the branding strip from that triangle piece, the little bit I had left, and I trimmed that pink part of that was the branding strip in half to make it a little bit longer, and now I am happy with the way my photo block works. But I figure I should probably go ahead and bring in the other photo as well if I'm going to complete my photo block. Now, when I've made layers like this, I'm going to do what I normally do, and that is work from the top down. So I just start with my top piece and I get it all centered, and then I work to the next piece, only adding tape to the area. Oh, and here's where I ended up picking up the branding strip accidentally, so I had to glue that back down. But I only add glue to the area where the next layer will hit it. Do I make a mistake sometimes? Yes, I absolutely do. But for the most part, I do manage to get it mostly correct. I'm going to go ahead and get that glued down. Now, down in the center below the photo, there's that green dot, and I know that that is an issue. That does not look awesome right now, but I will fix it with embellishments. So I'm going through my die cuts, and these are actually a mash-up of several different lines. Saturdays, Lovely Day, Documentary. I have several different packs in there that I just kind of all put together, because the one good thing about Dear Lizzy is it does tend to go together for the most part, all the different lines. So I pulled out some hedgehogs because part of my story is about someone being prickly about a certain thing. I pulled out the hot air balloons because I like the multicoloredness of them, and I pulled out the houses because we're at my house. So sometimes random embellishments really can work for you. It just matters on like what your story is and what elements make sense in your brain. So I'm making 3 embellishment clusters. Oh, I also pulled out that camera. I'm making 3 embellishment clusters for my visual triangle, and I'm just going to stick with those. After I add my die cuts, I have these wooden buttons, and these are from a very old, I want to say Serendipity. I believe that's the line they're from. I'm using liquid glue on them because I didn't bring any glue dots, and they're convex on the bottom, so the ATG doesn't have a lot of area to stick to. Now I have these word and phrase stickers, and I actually don't know what line these guys came from, but they are Dear Lizzy, and that does not really necessarily matter, so, but they happen to be in this kit. So I just added a phrase sticker. I do not remember what they say, but I'm pretty sure I catch them in the photos at the end, the detail photos. Seriously could not think of the word detail. Whew, okay. So now I'm starting my title, and this is going to be a multiple word title, because this is something I say all the time. If you are a Friends fan, you may recognize the idea of the phrase, because the phrase is, Sadie doesn't share toys. So for those of you who are not a Friends fan, one of the characters, Joey doesn't share food. And so I always say that Sadie doesn't share toys like Joey doesn't share food. So I will go into the story in a second. I just want to share, I'm using the Together black foam thickers for the word Sadie, Ellie Studio for the word doesn't, and I wanted to use these, I want to say they're called Alex, they're from Amy Tangerine, for the word share, but I don't have any more E's. I do have enough to do the word toys, which is the last word of the sentence, and I'm also going to use the numbers because I want to put all of these. I had 2 sets. I wanted to put them all onto one piece. I had 4 pieces of paper. I wanted to put them onto 2 pieces of paper so I can, have less stuff in there. So I finish up with the word share using the same together line. For those of you who don't know that one, it has all uppercase but 2 different sizes. So I use the smaller ones for the word Sadie and the larger ones for the word share. And then I went back and used my Scotch tacky glue with my fine line bottle top to glue down the word toys and the number 2018. So now I'm going to use my journal, and I'm going to start my journaling, and I'm going to put it right underneath my photo block there, just right on the paper. So as I was saying, the whole title of Sadie doesn't share toys. Sadie doesn't share toys, like at all, ever. And if you're another dog and you bring a toy over, that toy then becomes Sadie's toys. And she will literally grab all of her toys and then sit on them. And I have picture proof of that when other dogs come over. In fact, I will have another layout about this particular subject in just a little while. Anyway, the whole point of this is my nephew has been dog sitting this summer for a puppy, a Chihuahua puppy. And you'll see here, Sadie actually let Puka have a toy. And she watched her while she played with it. Like, she would not let her play, she would not let her out of her sight, but she did allow her to play with the toy for a little while. So we were very impressed with her niceness of letting the little puppy play. All right, while I was nattering on about the story, I did add some enamel dots. Oh, and then I hit the camera, sorry. Oi. I am going to finish off with some Mango Tango shimmers, and that is going to be my layout today. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Oh, flick me a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.